Fourth transfer Manchester United could complete under Ralf Rangnick. Experienced German coach Ragnick is said to become Man United's interim manager after Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked. Manchester United have found their replacement for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer until the end of the season, at least with Ralf Rangnick said to be appointed as interim boss. United's disastrous from under Solskjaer, with Southampton lost 5 Premier League matches from 7. Southampton pulled the plug on the Norwegian's time in charge, with Michael Carrick taking a caretaker charge. And despite a 2-0 win over Villarreal for Carrick in the first game following Solskjaer's sacking, experienced German coach Ragnick, the former RB Leipzig and Schalke boss, will now take over until summer. United will not seek a permanent long-term appointment amid interest in Mauricio Pochwttino. Ragnick, however, has a superb record in his own right as a tactical manager but also in recruitment. So Sport has picked out for players the 63 years old who has previously placed an emphasis on ensuring transport decisions or buying on the money, could look to add to United's squad, whether that be in January or during his 2 years period as a consultant at Old Trafford, which is said to follow his interim spell. Dennis Zakaria, although Ragnick has never worked with Zakaria during his career in German football, the former knowledge of the Bundesliga may just time him to consider a move for the Switzerland international. United are crying out for a defensive-minded midfielder, and Zakaria, who had just turned 25, is out of contract at Borussia Mönchengladbach next summer, meaning he could soon be available on a free transfer. Zakaria has been often linked with a move to the Premier League in recent months, namely with Arsenal, and could be seen as a suitable option to bolster United's midfield. Nordi Mukia, considering Ragnick had 2 spells as manager at RB Leipzig and also became director of football at the club in 2012. A raid on the German outfit could well prove possible. Leipzig's squad has already been picked apart by a range of big-name European clubs, though it still poses a wealth of talent, and Frenchman Mukiela might be a player that Ragnick looks to bring to United. The right back, who can also operate in a central defensive role, only recently turned 24 and has his best years ahead of him, with Aaron Wan-Bissaka currently struggling. Landing a new right-sided fullback may prove to be a first mission for Ragnick, depending on how he views the current squad. Daniel Mo, Mukiela may not be the only player that Ragnick will try and instruct United to trade Leipzig for. Olmo is also considered as one of Leipzig's star men and has already been linked with a move to Old Trafford. Although Olmo only joined Leipzig less than 2 years ago. From Dinamo Zagreb, the Spanish international has been making quite a name for himself in the Bundesliga, scoring 8 goals and claiming 11 assists in 48 appearances. Considered as a creative linchpin who can make things happen out of nothing, he could be a future star for United, and one that takes their next generation of attacking talent to the next level. Erling Haaland, as well as being director of football at Leipzig, Ragnick also held the title at their sister club, RB Salzburg, who, of course, provided the stage for the dramatic rise of Haaland. Now at Borussia Dortmund, Haaland is well known to Ragnick, and it may help United's chances of signing him, as Europe's elite-level clubs prepare to battle it out for his signature. The striker has a release clause of around £68 million within his contract that comes into action in less than a year's time, and that is likely to spark a transfer battle. Every top club will be interested, but Ragnick, given his past connection with Salzburg, may prove to be useful.